Hey guys, it's nice to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful week. If you're new to this channel, my name is Ali, and this is the place where I talk about sobriety. I talk about my own battle with mental health issues, life, hardships, and all that jazz. So if you're new here, hit the bell, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's get down to business. So this video, I want to talk about sobriety. Guys, I'm currently 8 weeks in my journey, completely clean from all substances, clean from beer, clean from alcohol, all that nonsense gone. Um, I just want to talk about it. I want to use this opportunity just to reflect, what's gone well, what hasn't gone well, those kind of things. And yeah, I just want to just give you guys an insight and an update into like how I'm kind of feeling, what it's been like being sober, and why I actually decided to walk this kind of journey. So, without further ado, let's kick this off. So, I guess the best place to start with would be, why did I decide to walk this current path of sobriety? So, growing up throughout my life, do I want to go back even further? I'll probably touch into more detail into my childhood in another video, but to summarize, I kind of grew up in a broken home. My dad was an alcoholic, he was a heavy drinker. So, as you can imagine, alcohol has been very like a dominant feature in my life since a young age. So, growing up, I was surrounded by the stuff. So, I don't want to get into too much detail about all that side of it from my childhood. I'll touch on that in another video. So, growing up, I was kind of like introverted. And, when I discovered alcohol, first of all, it was kind of like a magical potion. You could probably relate to this. I thought, wow, having a few drinks takes away all my nerves, all my anxiety, and I can actually like socialize and function. So, this was the kind of like routine for the next kind of few years. Every single weekend, as you do, binge drinking out in the clubs, just getting completely messed up. And as I got older, I just kind of realized that the hangovers were starting to get a lot worse. In a sense, before it would just be like a headache, dehydrated kind of feeling. Now these kind of hangovers would linger for days, and I'd start to have like panic attacks, night sweats, night terrors, and I'd start to feel low and anxious for days. It would take me like a week or so to feel normal. And of course, you didn't really notice it at the time. You just get to the end of the week and you'd start to recover. You start to feel better, and you think, you know what? Let's go again. Let's repeat the cycle. Back on the sesh. Back on the drink, and you're dealing with a hangover again, and it's a vicious cycle. So part of the reason for me why I wanted to just knock it on the head was that was one of the reasons. Basically, just getting rid of all the hangovers, getting rid of all the chaos, getting rid of all the nonsense that follows the drinking. And also I just wanted to try and improve my mental health, try and improve my moods. I also noticed my tolerance to alcohol was ridiculous. What I mean by that is, as soon as that first drink gets in me, I guess I am an alcoholic. I hold my hands up, not in a traditional sense where I need to drink every day, but as soon as that first drink gets in me, all sensibilities go out the window, and I just don't want to stop. I don't want the party to end, and I just kind of end up pressing self-destruct. And if you want somebody to be honest and authentic, I'm not going to hide behind, putting on a facade. I will tell it how it is, and I'm not proud to say this, but there's been a few occasions in the past where I've been completely, pissed off out my head, shall we say, and then one thing's led to another. I've ended up doing cocaine, I've ended up doing MDMA, pills, whatever. As I said, it kind of like all your inhibitions go out the window, and just like it's a way of chaos coming into yourself. And yeah, so yeah, doing cocaine, ending up on the session until like 6 o'clock in the morning doing stupid stuff. Maybe you can relate to that. And then the come down that follows afterwards, absolute hell, feeling like absolute trash. um yeah, I just didn't want that in my life anymore. I wanted just a clean break, just to get myself back to normal, whatever the hell that was. And just to, yeah, that's what I decided to do. So I decided one day I'll have my last drink Christmas Eve. I had 4 cans of, what was it? 4 cans of, no, it wasn't Stella. It was 4 cans of lager. I forgot the brand of it. And San Miguel, that was it. 4 cans of San Miguel. I drank them Christmas Eve, and I made a pledge to myself that I'm done. That was it. I just couldn't do it anymore. So that was my last drink, and I just decided to start working out instead. And that's where the majority of my focus went, just into working out. And how I've kept to like working out 3 times a week. I haven't missed a workout. And since becoming sober, yeah, I just feel like 100 times better. Um, it affects you in such a profound way. Like your sleep's better, you have more energy, you're more happy all the time. Look, smiling for once. Usually I'm just walking around miserable as hell. You know, don't get me wrong, there are still days where my mood does get low, but it's not so frequent, and I don't necessarily have as much background anxiety as I did before when I did drink. But yeah, you just kind of get like a better, how do I say it? Joy. And it's like that saying, like alcohol robs the joy from tomorrow for today, doesn't it? That's what it does, because it just in the moment it's all fun and games, but you have to pay it back. And yeah, so better clarity, you feel more positive, more optimistic about the future, you've got more energy, sleep's better, not having night terrors. There's no guilt, there's no shame. What I mean by that is when you're out amongst it and you're completely getting off your head, you often end up in stupid situations. Again, I'm not proud to say this. I didn't like the person I was when I drank. Quite selfish, self-centered. I treated women quite badly, shall we say Jack the Lad, a player. Not proud to say that. And this is what the reflection's all about, isn't it? Now you're sober, you can really realize, wow, actually I was a bit of a dickhead. And yeah, so I'm glad I'm not walking that path. It's been 8 weeks now, and I'm starting to feel the benefits of the exercise. I'm starting to feel optimistic. And so I figured I'd just try and encourage other people. Like, if you're thinking about walking a similar path, do it. It's not easy. You do get the biggest hurdles I've had so far is like you get to a Friday night and you get that feeling of missing out. You think, oh, I wish I was out on the sesh right now in the club. Everyone's having a good time. But then in hindsight, you've got to look at it from both sides of the coin. Are those people really having a good time? How are they going to feel the day after? They're going to feel like shit, the majority of them. They're going to be like losing lots of money. They're going to be like waking up with their head down the toilet, puking. Do you want all that nonsense? I don't want that in my life anymore anyway. So yeah. So here's to the next 8 weeks. I'll keep updating this channel with videos, just with my thoughts on the subject and stuff. And just hopefully I can, by sharing my own journey, I can hopefully just encourage other people to walk a similar path and, make them realize that sobriety, is a good decision to make. And it is worth, persevering through the hardships and coming out the other side, and you will feel better, guys. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Take care.